What's up YouTube? This is Ultimate Shield 340 back at it again with another Destiny 2 video. So in this video I wanted to talk to you all about failure and why it's important for you in your life and not just video games. So here you will see me go and do a legendary lost sector in the background, and this is my attempts for me to do it. So let's talk about failure. Why is failure important for us as human beings? Failure is important because life is full of challenges, and failure is a natural part of that, where you are going to attempt to try and do something, be it, something work related, school related, or, just even, as a person, something that you personally want to do, you are going to fail. Just like you see me doing here. And failure is a very important and useful tool in your life, and let me explain why. You are supposed to be learning from failure. Failure is an opportunity for you to reevaluate what you have been doing wrong, and then to try and change what you have been doing to maybe do something different this time and increase your odds of success. While I'm playing this game in Destiny 2, I'm going through this lost sector. This is my first time actually trying to go through a lost sector on my own, and I'm learning how to go about this, and I will fail many times during this entire attempt. And during this entire process, I'm asking myself, what am I doing differently? And it's not just video games, but in life as well, where you have to ask yourself, what are you doing differently to increase your odds of success? Many of you will go out there into the real world, into your jobs or, life, and you will, continue to make the same mistakes over and over again. And, I urge you to, really reevaluate what you're doing wrong and see, what you can do differently to make a positive impact on, either what you're doing, work related or personally related, or, in your relationships with other people. Oftentimes we never really have the chance to sort of sit down and sort of self-reflect on the things that we have done. Instead, we are too busy being defensive and putting the blame to another person as far as why things didn't go the way they should have, when honestly, we really should have turned that insight into ourselves and really questioned, what could I have done differently? What could I have done better? Or maybe said differently, done differently, that could have maybe, changed things the way, in a positive way. Throughout this process is a very uncomfortable process for not only yourself, but also, depending on what your situation is, it could be very uncomfortable for the people around you as well. And I think failure is a very important part of your life. This is a new challenge, and I think that you need to change your mindset as far as how you see failure. It's a new challenge. It is a way for you to grow as a person and as a human being. If everything was easy and you were able to be successful in everything that you do, then not only would life not be anywhere near as fun as it actually is, but then also you'll never grow as a person. You'll never strive to be better or do better, or maybe reevaluate, hey, whatever your skill may be, or how you interact with people, you'll never reevaluate that and see if there's a better way for you to move forward and to come at it with a better approach. So then I question you, and I ask you, YouTubers and people who are watching this video, anything that you can think of in your mind that you are failing at, what are you doing differently? So the idea is that once you fail and you have learned and learned and learned, and you have changed your approach and done things in a way that makes the most sense for you to be able to proceed forward, are you going to be successful? Is what you're doing, this new change in action, is this something that is going to help you actually increase your odds of being successful in whatever it is that you may be doing? One of the hardest things in life, especially for those of you who are a little bit more social, for me in my personal life, I actually have to, in my real life job, I actually deal with a lot of people, and that's a very tough, thing to go ahead and have to address because, if you're a very people-facing like job or profession that you're in, every single person is different, and you have to treat everybody with however they prefer to be treated. Some people you can joke with, some people you're have to be a little bit more formal with, and you have to sort of always adapt on the fly, especially when this coincides with your job where you also have to maintain professionalism at all times. Why do I say all these things? Why is this important, especially when it relates to Destiny 2? Well, I have done this lost sector, I guess, many times and failed. And the gameplay that you're seeing is an evolution of my gameplay, an evolution of me learning from my mistakes and me doing something different. In this clip, you see me using my heavy ammo. I'm using a stasis rifle, and then I am using Prometheus lens as the secondary here. I'm changing the way I try and approach the game. I'm changing the way that I am trying to, deal with each and every single enemy, in hopes that this is going to increase my odds of being successful. So I ask you the same question. What are you doing as a human being in your own personal either gameplay or in your life that's helping you become more successful? How are you going to overcome these failures? Are you going to give up? Are you going to be discouraged by your failures that keep happening over and over and over? Or are you going to adapt and evolve? One of the greatest challenges that we all have as human beings, the great challenge every single one of us on this planet, we are going to have to answer is, are you being successful? Are you having a good life? Are you being happy with whatever it is that you're trying to do? And I think a lot of that is a direct result of you learning from your failures. You're not going to be happy until you resolve the failures that you keep facing every single day in your life. You're not going to be happy until you start to change the way you do things in order for you to become successful in whatever it is that you do, be it with regular human people, video games, or just other people, or whatever it is that you may be doing. What are you doing? How are you changing? Are you growing as a person? If you take the time to appreciate each and every failure as a challenge, this is something new. This is an obstacle for me to overcome. Look into each of these failures as something that is to be celebrated. Yes, it is frustrating. Yes, we've all been there where the disappointment of failure has been enough to sort of shake your confidence and enough to make you give up and quit. But look at each failure as an opportunity for you to grow as a human being and as a person. This is a deficiency that you have in your life, and you need to address it. Don't turn away. Don't close your eyes to it. This is important. If you are able to be successful in overcoming the failure here, not only will it not be a problem later on, but if the same situation happens, now you know how to address it. Be it, hey, I've tried this strategy before in the past when it came to working with other people, or in Destiny 2, I've tried this in Destiny 2 and this didn't really work out, so I've changed it and I know how to now deal with these guys who are going to come and try and butcher me. I'm going to, do this thing to address the turrets that are coming out there. I'm going to do that thing to address the barrier champions, and, you're able to see what life throws at you, and you can plan and then act accordingly. And if you are able to master the failures in your life, not only are you going to be a much better person for it, but you're also going to be able to eventually sort of know what to do, sort of by a reflex. You'll be able to see, hey, This is the same situation I've dealt with many times. I already know how to deal with it, so I'm just gonna act this way and do these things in order to overcome this obstacle that has now, appeared in my life. And with that, not only are you going to be a better player in Destiny 2, but then you're also going to be a better person in life by being able to master the nuances of life, being able to know and see and address each issue as they come up, and not being able to run from it, but also address the issue and handle the problem in a way that you are able to be dependable by other people, and they will look to you for your leadership. It is important that you learn from each and every single mistake that you have in life for you to be able to become a better person. One more time, look at each failure as an opportunity for you to grow. This is good. This is important. What are you learning? How are you going to be different? Because if you overcome these obstacles and these failures in life, you're going to grow into the person that you know that you should be. That's all I have for work today. I'll go ahead and let the rest of the gameplay go ahead and play off in the background. I'll let you see if I'm actually successful in this run or not. I just want to go ahead and leave you with this. Do your very best. Don't give up. And if you don't succeed the first time, turn around, reevaluate what you're doing wrong, and try it again. And don't stop until you're able to reach each and every one of those goals that you have in both your personal life and your professional life. This is your life, you live it, and you deserve to be the very happiest person that you can be. But it's going to take time and effort on your part in order to grow into that person that you know you should be. This is Ultimate Shield 340 signing off, and I'll see you in Destiny 2. Peace.